EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Or design run here for Ayuk. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And some space here. Randall Cobb, touchdown, Packers. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 29, Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Garoppolo looking to throw for to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
First down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And
as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from the 20. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Garoppolo. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Garoppolo again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a 3rd.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember,